So today I'm going to talk to you about surveys, and I haven't spoken about surveys for quite a while. So they are a fantastic process or opportunity to get direct feedback about your business. And you can use surveys in so many ways. The challenge on surveys is, first of all, getting the things filled out, because people are resistant to actually completing surveys. And the other challenge is it's very hard to get advertising to get to them. So once upon a time you can actually use Google advertising to send people to a survey, but Google got a bit wise to that for some reason. I don't know, I think they have their own survey system, so they don't like it. So if you try and do an advert towards that, it won't work. Surveying was made very famous by this book a couple of years ago, and it was developed by Ryan Levesque out of the work that was created by Glenn Livingston. So the basic principle on that one is that if you can identify a target group of people, you can send them a very simple 2-question survey, and the 2 questions itself will clearly identify who that group of people are and who are the 80%, who are the 20% of that group. So it's a really fantastic process, and it's very, very simple. It's 2 questions. And what is the biggest question you have? What is the biggest question you have about this? And question 2 is, how difficult has it been to find answers to that problem? The wording is not quite right, and you would develop it depending on what you're trying to do. But why it's so powerful is that if you can tighten the market down in terms of who you're sending that questionnaire to, the ones that will respond to the questionnaire are the same people that will buy your product. And that's why that 2-question questionnaire is so powerful. The ask process has probably been worth millions to Ryan, and I know it's been taken into large business and all sorts of places. So you can use it yourself in any business. You can use it within your frame in terms of testing a new product, testing a new project, or just use it as part of a lead capture process. There are other means and other forms of survey which are very good. You can also use a survey process, to create testimonials, but I'll come back to that another day. But I just thought I wanted to touch today on that idea, and as usual these things come up because I'm actually working on a client with them, so that's what's come up at the moment, and we're looking at surveying. One thing you can do with surveying, which is really good, is if you've done a process like a project, like an offer, and people haven't replied to that offer, you can do a "Do you hate me" survey, where you survey the group of people again. You send out an email to those people and say, and the catchphrase, the subtitle, the headline is "Do you hate me?" And that is a very powerful phrase that people will want to open the email for. And then obviously the questions you ask is about why they didn't buy, and we have to count the kind of how you have to phrase that in the right way. I'm feeling a bit tongue-tied today, and one of the reasons is I'm on a liver cleanse at the moment, and I've had no coffee or tea today, and I'm just drinking herb teas and some horrible concoction, and it's making me feel quite weird. So I think that's probably why I'm finding it hard to put words together. Anyway, I think I will quit while I'm ahead, and I will see you tomorrow.